Hello, my name is Josh Heidemann. I'm 82951. This is my 2018 Team Trilogy interview in the bag. First off, I'm going to start with my putters. My putting putters are the Judge. I use a classic hard for inside the circle, and classic soft for outside the circle. And I also throw approaches with hybrid. Next up is the Pure. I carry two. I have a Moonshine Pure for straight approach shots up to 275 feet, and my test material Pure for turnover shots for short distances and long range turnovers up to 300 feet. Next up after that, I have a Slammer 2, a Moonshine Slammer, and I have a Sumega Soft Slammer. I use my soft one for flick shots, approaches for up to 200 feet, and my Glow for drives off the tee up to 225 to 275, S shots to spike hyzers to straights to whatever you call it. After that, I have mid-range. I carry two molds. First mold I carry is a Justice. I have a Moonshine Justice, which is my go-to mid-range whenever I need any sort of hyzer spike or anything. I trust this disc with my life. I throw it all the time. I also carry a Prime. This one I use for mainly sidearm approaches, but if I really want to not have something that skips hard as that one, I will grab this and trank it out there and throw it and know that it'll come back. The next mold I throw is a Compass. I carry two. This one's in Moonshine, straight to slight hyzer, up to 300 feet. Straight as an arrow. Love the Compass, great disc. Next I also carry, and that is a Retro Compass. This one is understable. You can start off on hyzer, it'll flip up, turn over. You can throw it flat, it'll just dump. It's my understable mid-range for the woods and stuff. On to fairways. I carry the Spark, two identical blue recycled process Sparks. I've had this one for quite a while now. This one will turn and slide and act like it wants to be understable and then at the last second come back and land straight, where this one just wants to hold hyzer, whole flight. Also bag a Culverin, which is a longer straight shot that at the last second just keeps going straight, and then lands flat. For just a little more stability, I throw the Felon. Same flight as the Culverin, keeps going straight, but at the last second it dumps even harder, but better in the wind. I also bag two Criminals. I have one in Lucid and one in Moonshine. The Lucid one I strictly use for thumbers, and only thumbers. It's 166, it's a little bit lighter, but I feel like this thing, when I throw it as a thumber and tomahawk, that it flips over and gets maximum distance and gets a great skip once it hits the ground. My Moonshine I use for backhand hyzers, forehands, straights, X, helixes, turnover sidearms. Great, I love this. I use this disc quite a bit. On to the distance drivers. I carry three molds. First up, my most understable is I have a Moonshine Havoc max weight, old digital print. If I get this right and the wind is right, I can really pump this thing out 400 plus. If the wind's flaring, it'll just turn over and just keep turning. If not, keep it on hyzer right, it'll pop up, fly straight, almost like my Trespass or my Enforcer. Next up is the Trespass. I carry two. I have a Moonshine, which I just fresh, and I have my Pride and Joy Lucid Trespass. I've had this disc quite a bit, probably 6-7 years. It's beat in, you can't even see the stamp anymore. It's still pretty stable. I can trust that this thing will do what I want it to. I can throw it on hyzer, pop up, fly and go. I can throw it flat, it'll slide and come back always. Trespass, love them. Carry two Enforcers, one in Lucid, one in Biofusion. Biofusion goes a little straighter before it hyzers, and the Lucid is more overstable, both max weight. And my last two discs, I carry another Havoc. These are my utility discs. This one I break it out if it's really windy and I got a tailwind and off the tee shot and I don't want to throw any of my other distance drivers. This one will act up and fly because it's so understable it'll just glide. Or if I want a long quick roller, put this thing down, it'll go. If I want to throw it, I don't have the greatest sidearm, so if I want to throw a flex sidearm, I'll use this, or like upside down Scoobies. And a Vision. Basically all that same thing I said about the Havoc, but shorter distances. But this thing I roll a long way. It's probably almost up to 500 feet if I get it right. Thanks again.